Last week, the Salk Institute in La Jolla celebrated the 63rd anniversary of the polio vaccine. It saved countless lives and changed our nation as we know it. The work of Jonas Salk also helped to create the March of Dimes, which continues to fund the Salk Institute so its researchers can one day eradicate other diseases. It's hard to imagine a world without cancer, but there was also a time when it was hard to imagine a world without polio.
I'm Dennis Nutter. I'm a polio survivor.
But any one of these could be the next victim of infantile paralysis. It can happen anywhere, anytime.
I was 5 years old. It was 1948. I just remember being extremely tired. Couldn't get up and walk. Finally, I was just bedridden. Town doctor said, let's just take him to the hospital. And with a spinal tap and whatever, they said it was polio.
As its people tried in vain to prevent polio with spraying of DDT as a wishful weapon.
And in that time, polio was obviously easy to understand for the public because, kids were afraid and their parents were afraid to let kids out play in the pool in the summer. So there was an imminent threat. People were dying. So it was not difficult to convince people this is an important problem.
Send your dime to President Roosevelt at the White House.
Do you remember collecting dimes?
Afterwards, I always had a card up until the mid-50s, and we would always turn them in, either at the bank or at the refinery or somewhere.
The March of Dimes is called March of Dimes because it is literally contributions by many, relatively small contributions, that allowed people like Jonas Salk to pursue their science. And in his case, it led to the eradication, to elimination of polio.
One of the greatest medical achievements of all time had been accomplished.
I remember in 1953 when it came out that he had perfected a vaccine, and then it was available in 1955, and I said, darn, I'm 8 years too late.
But it saved a lot of lives.
It saved millions, hundreds of millions of lives.
Jonas Salk, obviously, he changed not the lives of a few people, but thousands of people, and in some sense, even the whole nation.
We're in this institute right now where they're doing amazing research and discoveries for other things like cancer and things like that are going on.
There's so many things that they don't have to endure that my generation had to. All the diseases, tetanus, typhoid, smallpox, that's a big one, polio. They're all being eradicated one by one.
The cure for polio was such a huge breakthrough. Do you envision something so profound in our own lifetime, like a cure for cancer or even something like Alzheimer's?
Jonas Salk's vision is really nicely captured in a very famous quote. And he said, hope lies in dreams, in imagination, and in the courage of those who make dreams into reality. And I think this is not just a place for us. This is not just a building for us here. This is the embodiment of this vision that we live every day.
I can't imagine the changes in the next 10 years. Just incredible.
And you can help those researchers at Salk this weekend. One of their objectives is to eradicate childhood illnesses and premature birth for the March of Dimes. And we will be walking this Sunday for the healthy babies in Oceanside at Buchanan Park at 8 in the morning. And if you can't make it then, we'll have another walk at Balboa Park the following Saturday, April the 28th at the very same time. We have more information right now on our website at 10news.com.